haven't been feeling so well. I got food poisoning yesterday, believe it or not. And I have my this is called Hydrite. And it's to make sure that you're hydrated from all the, well, I've not been doing great. I've been vomiting and going to the toilet a lot. I also had fever. My temperature tested me 37.6. Not good. My water, my medicine. Oh my gosh, fingers crossed that I will be well by tomorrow because I'm heading off to the airport. The rosemary, the basil, the Ceylon spinach, and the oregano need a lot of watering before I leave the house. This is something fun that I join every week. My sister has these yoga classes and card readings online. You just want to generate a little bit of heat. So anytime, anywhere you are in the world, you can also join.
Stimulating the nerve endings, balancing yin and yang.
If you're interested, just comment on the comment box below and I'll be happy to let you know how to get in touch with my sister. Yeah, thank you. Hello, so I finally made it to the car rental. I am renting with Car Lines and I'm with my driver, Mang Reynaldo. Hello. We're passing the highway now. We are going to Naia, Terminal 3. But I like this car very much. We are riding a Fortuner. And do you know what year this is? 2018. So it's not so late, it's not very new as well, but it looks brand new. It's very spacious and there's a lot of back seat space for your bags or luggages. And to rent this for the first 2 hours is 2,500, but I would say it's really worth it because there's a lot of necessities that you need, like simple things like ball pens. There's a face mask here, there's hand sanitizer. They also give you some candies and it's very, very clean and it smells good. So definitely worth it. Also, if you extend beyond the 2 hours, I think there's an additional charge of 1,200 or 1,500. And that's just driving within Manila. Do you also drive outside Manila?
Yes.
Ah, really? Ganun ba yung price or nag-iba?
Nag-iba.
So anywhere in like
Province.
a province. So that's very interesting. So if you're also interested in renting a car, do get in touch with Car Lines. My mom has been renting a car from them for the past couple of years now, and the service has remained consistent. So yeah, it's just something to know if you plan to go around Manila or around the Philippines and you need a car and you need a driver as well. And yeah, hope this was helpful information. So we all know how Manila traffic is like, and if you are in a rush to get to the airport, I would suggest for you to take the Skyway. There is of course an additional charge for us coming from Quezon City to the terminal. I think it's about 250 pesos, but that price will vary depending on how far or how close you are planning to get. But if you want to skip the traffic, do take the Skyway. And if you are watching this and you're not familiar with the Skyway, it actually just came out this 2022, this year. So if you haven't tried it yet, you'll be surprised that, well, there's no traffic at the moment and hopefully it remains like this. Of course, traffic is starting to get normal again in the Philippines. So fingers crossed that the Skyway still remains empty. But yeah, we'll just see how things pan out, especially when everything normalizes. But as of today, the Skyway is the fastest route to get to from north to south here in Metro Manila. So when you're actually going to the airport, you might struggle to find parking. In fact, if the person you're fetching is not there yet, you'd have to go around the entire airport, and it does take a bit of effort. Not like I suppose some other airports where you can double park or there are parking space allotted there, but in the Philippines, or particularly here in Naia, you have to make a long detour around just to get back to, let's say you're going to Terminal 3, which we're going to, which is So what we're doing right now is we're just driving around Newport area, and occasionally you'll see no parkings. Well, actually you'll see a lot of no parking areas, and then you'll see a lot of cars parking there, which is a bit kind of expected in the Philippines. You just never know what the rules are, or sometimes you can wiggle around it. Everyone's going through the same issues of not knowing where to wait for the person that they're fetching in the airport. So when you see a no parking sign, pretty sure you'll see a lot of cars parking there as well. If you look at the prices of gas, now has increased by at least 20 pesos at the end of 2019, or at the beginning of 2020. The price of diesel was only about 64 pesos, and now to get like a turbo diesel from Petron here at Total it's 81.65 to get their best type of diesel. So that a lot of people can't really afford to pay for gas anymore. I'm seeing a lot of people on bikes, which is, I suppose, you know, better for the environment, but I think for the economy it might not be efficient, so we just have to wait and see what happens. Welcome to Terminal 3 of the Naia Airport. As you can see, there's a lot of traffic right now. This is the arrival section. There's a lot of tourists here and balikbayans. In a way, it's quite nice to see tourism happening again, especially this 2022 as the Philippines opened to foreigners and to the rest of the world. Above us actually is the departure area. So if you are arriving here with Qatar Airways, this is where you'll be fetched. It's very heavy, mabigat.